or Deputy Secretary General rather, Nkosana Doloti. Mr. Doloti, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Did I get that correct? It's
Doloti. Yes.
Doloti.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's just correct that as well. Now, have you started consulting with your members on this issue of the strike?
Look, tomorrow we are having our National Executive Committee meeting. We'll be having all our provinces represented by their chairpersons and provincial secretaries. We'll then discuss this matter in detail. We'll be providing them with a report in terms of how far we've gone since the last time we suspended our work to rule last year in April. So from there, then we'll then be discussing a detailed program in terms of how we are going to go forward to make sure that we resolve this matter as a matter of urgency.
So this is a long outstanding issue?
Outstanding issue from 2009. We have placed it at the bargaining councils. We have gone to them negotiating, but we have never seen any intention from the department to try to resolve the matter. I mean, it's unfair to have a situation whereby all other public servants are receiving a 1.5% pay progression, while teachers as professionals are getting 0.5 less than that. I mean, if you calculate, in fact, in terms of the 5 years, perhaps 6 years by this year, you'll come to realize that if you add up all those 0.5s, you'll realize that other public servants would have received 3% more than teachers in terms of their actual increment from 2009 up to now. So there's a backlog of 3% that teachers are suffering from this disparity.
And what are the reasons that the department is giving you in terms of this pay progression or the slow pay progression for teachers?
Look, they don't have reasons except to committing and agreeing, in fact, with us to say that there is a disparity. It ought to be corrected. But they are not actually coming to agreeing and signing a collective agreement that would bring an end to this disparity.
How do you want this to be resolved? Do you want that 3%?
Look, it's open for negotiations. Negotiations is a give and take situation. We want them to put their offer, on the table and look at what offer they are presenting. And on the basis of what they are presenting, we'll then take it to our members and take it from there.
So if they give you 1%, you won't be happy with that?
I don't want to commit now. It will be a matter of the Sadtu members to agree ultimately as to what they want. Like I'm saying, negotiations is a give and take situation. We are saying that teachers were denied a 0.5% since 2009. There is a backlog of a 3% since 2009. Other public servants would have received a 3% above the teachers in terms of their increment. So we are saying that ought to be addressed. It can't be after teachers would have worked so hard. Last year, we celebrated a 78.2 improvement in terms of the metric. We should be commending teachers. We should be appreciating them for the good work that they keep on doing. And the little that they are requesting, it's equalized. Treat us like all other public servants. We are public servants like all others. Why is it that others are getting 1.5% and we are getting a 0.5 less?
So if government agree about the disparities that you're talking about, why are you not talking to them?
We've been speaking to them. In fact, today we are having a meeting with the minister and the deputy minister. We hope it won't be just a talk shop. We hope they are going to come with a real proposal to make sure that we avert the strike. We are prepared to talk. We want to resolve the matter. We don't want to go on strike. In fact, we are always concerned about our children because they are the ones who suffer the most during a strike. Even our members suffer during a strike through the no work, no pay. So it's not a decision that you take lightly. It's a decision that you take after considering all factors. Patience from 2009 up to now should be appreciated. We have prevailed as leadership. We have managed the anger of our members up to now. And our members just feel like enough is enough and we need to resolve this matter.
My grandmother used to say patience is a virtue. But according to you, you also accuse the government of delaying tactics. What sort of delaying tactics are you talking about regarding this matter?
Look, bargaining from 2009, we are not resolving a simple matter of a 0.5 up to now. That's a delaying tactic. And also not committing to say, yes, we are agreed that there is a discrepancy. We need to correct this. But not finalizing it simply means that they are not serious about the education of our children. In fact, we regard this as provocation. We feel like government is on strike. Government is provoking workers to respond to their strike. And we are saying enough is enough. We want to be treated like professionals. We want to be respected. It's a matter of conditions of service. We want teachers to be motivated, to be supported, and have the necessary zeal to be able to do their work. They have done that up to last year. Like I'm saying, last year, all of us, we are happy as a country that we produced 78.2 results because of the teachers. Why is it that we treat them in this way when it comes to remuneration?
But what if government tell you that they don't have the money to pay you?
Well, that's another issue. Up to now, they have not said that. For the fact that they are committing means that they have money. I mean, if they have money to give the other public servants the 0.5, I mean, it can't be a reason that will be accepted. That teachers alone, why do you single professionals like teachers out? When in this country, in fact, we are experiencing an exodus of almost 6,000 to 7,000 teachers leaving the system on a yearly basis because of the conditions of service that they are facing. I mean, the country needs more teachers. In fact, research would show that we need 20,000 to 25,000 teachers on an annual basis. But we are having this exodus of 6,000 to 7,000 because of them not being appreciated, because of their salaries not being addressed, because of their conditions of service not being addressed. And most of those who are leaving are unfortunately the scarce skills, the science, maths and science teachers. We can't, as a system, allow this exodus. What we are saying, to try to avoid this, let's look in terms of the conditions of our teachers. Let's appreciate them and remunerate them appropriately.
Bobby Soobryan, he was exonerated during the disciplinary proceedings, and you still want him gone. Why?
Look, we regard that as a rehearsed kind of thing. We regard that hearing as a sham. I mean, how does it happen that somebody commits the state to a 700 million rand, signing a collective agreement, and he agrees that he did not get any mandate from the minister? No concurrence with the Minister of Education, no concurrence with the Minister of Finance, no concurrence with the Minister of Public Service. He signed this collective agreement. Like I'm saying, committing the state to a 700 million rand on the issue of the markers. And then it goes to a hearing and comes out of there and say, no, nothing is wrong with Bobby Soobryan. Are we saying in this country it's right to commit the state to those amount of money? And we treat it as a normal thing. We celebrate it. We say we are happy. We have a good DGE who can't even follow the regulations that we set up as a state. I mean, in terms of the PFMA, clearly this is a dismissible offense. You can't have a DG like that who would be committing the state to like. But over and above that, last year, towards the end of the year, the public protector presented his findings on the textbook saga. He was clear that this man did not apply due diligence in terms of making sure that learners would not be denied education by not delivering textbooks on time, both in Eastern Cape and in Limpopo. He goes to a hearing, he comes out of that hearing. That hearing said, no, he has done absolutely nothing. He did not deny the learners of Limpopo and Eastern Cape and elsewhere in the country of their education by providing them with learning and teaching support material. It can't be right.
Briefly, in 5 seconds, when are you striking?
Look, the National Executive Committee is meeting tomorrow. We'll discuss the issue. We'll then come out with a detailed program, and then we'll present it to the members and to the public as from next week.
Thank you so much, Mr. Doloti, for your time.
Pleasure.
That was the Sadtu Deputy Secretary General, Nkosana Doloti, chatting to us about the impending strike, probably next week.